Good morning. It is bright and early on Friday morning. I am at the Terminal C for Orlando International Airport, which is where the Brightline train leaves from. So we are headed down to South Florida on that. It leaves here in just a little bit. So we got here, went through security, and we're going to get on the train here in just a little bit. But this train will take you from Orlando Airport right down to some South Florida stops like Fort Lauderdale, Miami. So it's great for cruising. So we will show you the train here in just a little bit once we get on. There's the Norwegian Joy. The boarding and check-in process has been a little bit chaotic, but we are finally getting ready to board and we will be on the ship soon. Okay, so here we are in the buffet. This is your standard cruise ship buffet where you'll find lots of different options. They have all kinds of food stations, beverage stations, pretty much anything you can think of. Everything from like burgers to french fries to they had meatloaf. They have rice and like Asian stations, pizza, chicken fingers, fruit, desserts, just all kinds of stuff. So you can kind of see a little bit some of the things that they have, but plenty of things to choose from. It's definitely going to be a little chaotic on embarkation day. We had a little trouble finding a seat, but part of that was, I think, just due to the delayed boarding process that we had. So let's see, we've got just some fun little dessert options and all kinds of good stuff. But okay, so this is the observation lounge, and it's got these really nice big windows with some really cool views out the front of the ship. And right now you can actually see Wonder of the Seas over there while we're docked. That's kind of a cool view. But this would definitely be a nice view while you're sailing. It has some really great comfortable seating. There's a bar and lounge and a Starbucks in here. So this is just kind of a cool spot to come and sit and hang out. This would be also a really good spot for Alaska cruises. I know this ship does sail to Alaska in the summertime, so this would be a good spot for that. But just kind of a cool place just to sit, hang out, relax, grab a drink, and just enjoy the views. Okay, it is super windy out here, but I wanted to come and show you something that our agency did for us. They rented out the Go Karts on top of the Norwegian Joy, and they rented that out for us as just kind of as a little treat for us. So it's just our group, so we got to go in little groups of 5 or 6 and kind of race around, and then they're going to take the top ones from each group and race them in another final. But just thought I'd show you this. It's pretty cool. It's like go-karts basically on a cruise ship, so that's really fun. It is very windy up here, so apologize if there's background noise for that, but kind of a really cool view right off the back of the ship, kind of the sunset in the background, and way off in the distance you can still see Miami as we've sailed away. But this is the Speedway. Super fun. I did not win or come in anywhere close to the top in my group, but that's okay. It was still super fun, super cool that Magic Vacations did that for us. And then I was also going to show you, here is the Wonder of the Seas that we saw docked in Miami next to us, or not too far. And they're sailing, the same itineraries, 3-night, 4-night, Bahamas and Coco Cay sailings. So they're just kind of sailing along right next to us. So it's kind of cool to watch another ship go by. All right, so we finished up at the Speedway and kind of went and quickly freshened up. And now I'm going to meet some other friends for dinner at one of the specialty restaurants here on the ship. It's called Cagney's Steakhouse. And this is an upcharge if you opt to do this, or if you do the More at Sea promotion, then you get some specialty dining credits. And you can, depending on the length of your cruise, you'll get a certain number of specialty dining restaurants that are included in that cost. So that's what we opted for. So we have this meal included. So it's supposed to be pretty good, but it's a steakhouse, so we will just see how it is, but sounds like it'll be good. But here's a look at the menu for Cagney's. We have appetizers.
Do you have internet to
like
look at the weather?
Lobster bisque, baked onion soup, a Caesar salad, iceberg wedge salad, shrimp, crab cake. They have steaks like your ribeye, filet, New York strip, prime rib, surf and turf. You get different sauces on top, and then they have different sides like potatoes, mashed potatoes, risotto, mushrooms, truffle fries, spinach, garlic, cream spinach, and steamed broccoli. So looks like some good options. We'll see how it is. Okay, I got the petite filet, cooked medium well, with truffle mashed potatoes and broccoli. I also had the Caesar salad for my appetizer, which was good, but this looks really good. And I got the garlic butter on the side as my sauce for the steak. Okay, so they took my steak, but I pretty much finished that. That was really good. Everything came out great. And then now we have dessert, which is a 7-layer chocolate cake, which looks amazing. So I'm excited to try that. All right, well, that concludes the first day on board the Norwegian Joy. It was a little bit chaotic initially when we first got on board. I think they were a little bit delayed getting with the boarding process started. So it made kind of the buffet for lunch a little bit crowded and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't get to film as much during that. But we still had a great day once we got on board. We got to mingle with some of my fellow agents and just kind of gather and meet up with one another, and then had a really great dinner at Cagney's Steakhouse. That was really, really great. The food was delicious. Highly recommend that, and I would definitely eat there again. that was definitely a nice upgrade for the specialty dining option. But for now, I am really super tired. I did not get much sleep last night, so I'm pretty wiped. But I am gonna call it a night for today, but just wanted to say thank you for watching, and be sure to follow along tomorrow because we will be in Nassau and touring the Atlantis Resort. And then I'll probably do some more videos kind of around the ship that I didn't really get to do today. So be sure to watch out for that video, and we will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow along for more Carter Family Travels.